Kpop Demon Kunters singers reveal your Oscar hopes and which celebrity guest they'd want to perform with exclusively. When Kpop Demon Hunters was preparing to release earlier this year, nobody was expecting to be talking about the Netflix animated film in the same breath as the Academy Awards. 3.5 months later, though, Maggie Kang and Chris Appelhans' musical fantasy flick has become a global phenomenon, rising to the top as the biggest movie in Netflix history, with over 325 million views, and even forcing the streamer's hand into granting a rare theatrical run. However, the part of the smash hit that has found perhaps the widest audience has been the music. The fictional idol group Kunters has had a very real impact on the Billboard Hot 100, making history with 4 tracks reaching the top 10, including Golden, Soda Pop, Your Idol, and How It's Done. Now, things have gotten real after the film's soundtrack earned 5 Grammy nominations, including a Historic Song of the Year nod that has EJ Audrey Numa and Amy anxiously thinking about a trip to Hollywood. The trio of singers behind Rumi, Mira, and Zoe spoke to Collider's Aidan Kelly after the announcement of their nominations, and their conversation turned to the possibility of performing at the Oscars. Golden, written by EJ and Mark Sonnenblick, now looks like a strong contender for Best Original Song in a field that's likely to feature competition from films like Sinners and The Testament of Anne Lee. 2025's ceremony notably scrapped live performances of the nominated songs in favor of pre-recorded segments highlighting the songwriters, but given how poorly the decision was taken, it would come as no shock if the Academy returned to tradition for 2026. Between the Grammy buzz and the fact that it reached the top of Billboard's charts last year, Kpop's signature song is looking increasingly like the perfect track to play live. "I would be so nervous," EJ said when asked about the possibility. The feeling was mutual with her fellow Hunters/X members, as Amy added, "I'd be mortified, honestly," before EJ called it nerve-wracking. The meteoric rise of Kpop Demon Hunters is still settling in for them, and it's still hard for Amy to imagine an Oscar nomination being a realistic possibility when few had ever heard of the Sony Pictures animation movie before June. To be in that space and that room, even as artists, it just seems so far away. I thought it would take me forever to walk up to that door and get there. Now people are like, you guys might be nominated. You guys might perform. I'm like, what are you talking about? Whatever happens at the Oscars, Ija, Nuna, and Amy are guaranteed a chance to step on stage as Hunter/X one more time if they decide. A sequel is already in the works from Netflix and Sony Pictures Animation, though it isn't expected until 2029. So far, nothing has been confirmed regarding the actors and creators involved, but presumably any follow-up would welcome back both the singing and speaking voices of the idols, including Arden Cho as Rumi, Mayhong as Mira, and Ja Young-yu as Zoe. The original film also featured Ahn Hyo-seop as the leader of the demonic Staja Boys, Jinu, alongside Yoonjin Kim, Daniel Dae Kim, Ken Jeong, and Lee Byung-hun.